Mr. Tim Black, this is Don the farmer in Georgia.
Okay, Don, what's going on? How you doing?
Well, we're doing all right, so we're hanging in there, but I do have a news flash for everybody. Last I read, 30 states, Georgia included, especially where 45 lost, but those Republicans are still holding the majority at the state level. They're all trying to disenfranchise voters before 2022. So all of you Americans out there, please pay attention to the laws being passed at the state level, wherever you are. So you need to find out who's trying to prevent voting in your state and make a lot of noise where other people can hear you. Find their Twitter, their Facebook, and their local offices and carry those signs. Hat tip. Call them, email them, keep it going, y'all. We have to keep the noise loud, keep people awake, because it seems to me Joe really does make some people feel like everything is handled when it is not at all handled. So in Georgia, they're trying to demand that people have like a quote unquote valid reason to vote absentee ballot. And they want to force people to mail a copy of their driver's license with their absentee ballot. And they're moving through state houses right now. So they're doing everything in their power to prevent 2020 from ever happening again. They don't have a policy platform. Please do not forget, they didn't even submit one. They literally just said they were going to support Trump and whatever he does. And now that 45 is gone, they're rudderless, and they are watching their party fracture between old school fiscal conservatives and cucumber Nazis. And they're genuinely frightened of the end of the things that make up their happy, insulated little bubble. And all of those things they believe they need in order to be okay here on Earth. They're like Steve Martin in The Jerk, just gathering all the things and muttering, "That's all I need is this chair. That's all I need is this endless pursuit of power. And all I need is a world that lets me be myopic and selfish and live inside my own orifices without public retribution." But the internet declines. We're not going to let them be hideous in peace. We true patriots, we're going to bother Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz in the airports of the world, and we're never going to let them suck up a stream of compliments on Twitter without seeing our salt. And the honest truth we can never forget is that Republicans are 30% of voters, and voters are only 50% of Americans. So Republicans are actually 15% of Americans, y'all. And if the Dems would actually help people in an undeniable way, the Republicans would never win again. I mean, it needs to look like retroactive UBI for the length of the pandemic, universal health care, $20 minimum wage, federally subsidized so that business owners feel supported. I mean, Joe needs to be like, free college, yes. Reparations, yes. But I see him, he's drawing lines in the sand. And he and his kids are on one side of those lines, and me and my kids are on the other side. And we don't have faith he's going to prevent Trump 2.0 from marching on the White House in 2024 after they have like huge victories in 22. And the only way to prevent that is if he gets audacious and helps people so much, it's undeniable. He has to cut through all the lies. He has to replace the programs he dismantles. Like, great, Keystone Pipeline's gone, that's great. But he needs to put turbines and solar farms in and free training to anyone who used to work fossil fuels. He needs to anticipate and solve as many problems as possible. I mean, I'm just a small business owner in Georgia. I can't be smarter than everybody in the White House. They won't get there with half measures, and so far it's all half measures. It's just not enough. And as far as the death of a weed that was recently removed from our little human flower garden, I'm talking about that loudmouth Limbaugh and his buddy. I offer you all a little farmer's wisdom. The removal of the weed is only the beginning. A wise farmer looks for the imbalance in the soil that allowed the weed to grow in the first place. If you don't handle the imbalance, another weed's just going to come right up, and they usually get stronger until that imbalance is addressed. And the imbalance here, folks, is wealth and poverty, and the way of very few are demanding the suffering of the masses so that they can continue to avoid the impending climate apocalypse on the beaches of Cancun. So we should expect a wildly bombastic cult leader to return and fill this vacuum that Trump created, and we need to bolster our defenses at the state level. Please, y'all, stay active, pay attention to your city council, pay attention to your state senate. We have to keep working toward that balance by primarying as many of these weeds as possible. And y'all stay afloat and stay safe, and I love you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Don the Farmer. Give it up for him. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Bam. Man, look, what did I do to deserve such great callers tonight? Goodness gracious, I need to keep this up. What's going on? Something happened. Something happened, man, that everybody came out, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. What a night.
Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't be fooled by corporate media talking heads misleading the people. Get your news and information from an entity that keeps it real. Tim Black. Tim Black is the host of The Tim Black Show. Independent news that leaves you informed, inspired, and sometimes entertained, but always in the know. Go to timblacktv.com and sign up today. The Tim Black Show is news for people who can't stand the news. See you there.